Mango, mango, mango. I'll never drink soda again. I hope you get a chance to try this recipe. Totally forgot to tell you about the water kefir grains. Hello, welcome to Kicking It with Karen Beyond Sauerkraut Season 2. Season 2, Episode 12. Today we're going to make some water kefir. Now, I've talked about this several times before. It's one of my favorite probiotic drinks. When I was first introduced to it, I was drinking Kefir sparkling probiotic drink, which is a water kefir. Now, I didn't know at the time that I could make this on my own, but I absolutely can. And once my husband added up how much I was spending on water kefir, $3.99 a week, 3 times a week, he thought, why don't you make it yourself? I went ahead and went to Cultures for Health, bought some water kefir grains. I'll show you that in this video, what water kefir grains are, and started making my own water kefir. Today, what we're going to use for this recipe is 2 quarts of fermented sugar water, which is water kefir. And to flavor it for the secondary fermentation, we're going to use Naked Mighty Mango. Before we start working on the secondary fermentation of the water kefir, we need to start a new batch of sugar water. So we're going to add a 1/2 cup of sugar, and a full cup of hot water. We want to stir this really well to get the sugar dissolved. I'm using an organic sugar. How's that look? Ooh, pretty good. Okay. Now, a lot of people would say use spring water or distilled water, but I have no problem with fermenting with our city water here in St. Paul. You're going to go up to the 2-quart line. There, we're good to go. I have 2 sanitized jars here that I'm going to start the secondary ferment with. So we're going to take our naked and put about 1/4 cup in each. Let's put those aside. And it's time to strain our water kefir. Please, whatever you do, don't use a metal strainer, use a plastic one or some other natural fiber strainer. Dump it in. And rescue those kefir grains. Now what I like to do is take some of this, put it back in there, swish it around so I can get the rest of the kefir grains. And put those kefir grains right in that sugar water. they'll start munching on that right away. Take a coffee filter, screw that back on. Now normally in the summer, this would take about 2 days to ferment, but because it's Minnesota and it's cool outside and our house tends to be chillier, this may take up to a week to a week and a half to ferment. So we're just gonna put this over in the fermentation station. Right in there with the sauerkraut, the beet kvass, water kefir, and milk kefir. Okay, to start the secondary fermentation, we're just going to take the fermented sugar water or water kefir and pour it right in on top of that mighty mango. Ooh, did I overfill? Perfect! Oh, did I do it? Yes. We're going to cover this up. This too is going to go right over to the fermentation station. Now, I obviously have much more, so I'm going to go ahead and make 2 more bottles. I have to sanitize them first, and I'll be right back to you when I have it ready to go. Look at that, 4 bottles for less than $2. I would have to pay $2.99 to $3.99 just to get one of these. I think this is better than buying it store-bought. The other thing I want you to notice is that I am reusing bottles that I got from the store. These are excellent quality bottles that I could pay a lot for, but since I already paid for them, why go out and get more? Also, they are fermentation ready, meaning that they won't explode as they are sitting on your counter. Okay, I have one ready that I made a couple weeks ago and I'm so excited. I hope you can hear it as it fizzes when I open it. Oh, perfect. Look at that. It has a little bit of right there. Oh, that is so good. It's so carbonated and it's so tasty. I hope you get a chance to try this recipe. Totally forgot to tell you about the water kefir grains. All right, so those water kefir grains that you saw came dehydrated, and what I had to do was for the first batch, I needed to get them rehydrated and wake them back up. So I didn't get any water kefir out of that. But the next batch, I did as a quart size with a quarter cup of sugar. So I have worked those kefir grains up to a half cup of sugar in 2 quarts. And what you need to know is those kefir grains will continue to birth. I guess that's the only way I can say it. They keep growing and expanding, so you may eventually have to give some away to a friend or figure out how to store them. Just a note, water kefir is lighter in flavor and has more probiotics than kombucha. Oh, this is so good. Oh my god. Mango, mango, mango. I'll never drink soda again. I hope you enjoyed what you saw, and if you did, please remember to like and subscribe, and don't forget to comment. It really helps me with the analytics, and that way YouTube will send my videos out to more and more people. So remember to ring that bell so I can let you know when I'm coming back in your kitchen. Bye-bye!